Hey guys, so before the podcast starts, I just have to make another announcement. Now, you're gonna hear me explain why we haven't uploaded a while, um, in the beginning of the episode. This podcast was recorded on the 18th of May. Right now it is the 9th of June. And the reason why there was another big break between then, um, honestly, just I kind of didn't have time to go through the footage. I mean, I mentioned that I was going through footage of us playing zombies. Um, you'll hear more about that in a few minutes. But right after I finished that, I got busy for like 10 days. I had to deal with some personal issues. Um, and then I finally got back to around editing now. And I know the podcast doesn't take too long to edit, but I want to make sure I listen to it, make sure it sounds good, um, and whatnot. Um, so yeah, we apologize for the delay in an episode, but we're hopefully going to try to stay on track. I have a lot of footage um, of another game we played, uh, and I have a lot to edit. So I'm going to try to be doing that, but I'm also going to try to take a break from it whenever we do a podcast episode, and we're probably going to be recording another episode very soon. And hopefully I'll get that up, not like a few days after we're done recording it. But thank you for all of those who still listen and who are patient with us. Again, we apologize for the inconsistency, but we really want to try to stay on track. So thank you for staying with us. And now let's get right into the podcast. Hello and welcome back to the Knuckleheads podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mandy.
And as you probably have noticed, it's been a little while since we've recorded one of these and posted it. Um, as a quick explanation, pretty much what happened was shortly after the last episode, Amanda decided to buy Call of Duty Vanguard, and
Yes.
um, it's funny because, like I said, not to buy it, but the game is better, or at least then and now is better than what it was on launch.
I also got it on sale.
She
So
got on a tiny bit of a sale, like I think 40, $45.
it was
So,
like 40, yeah.
um, it's if you haven't listened to our other podcast about Call of Duty, though, you should listen to that to hear Amanda's good points on Call of Duty
Mhm.
there. But despite what she said there, she still bought this game anyway. Um, so basically, she bought the game around the end of like about 20 days or so left in
Yeah.
season 2 of the Battle Pass.
Yep.
And at first, I don't think her intentions were to finish it. But then as we just played more and then we started playing zombies a little bit, um, she said, I kind of actually want to finish this. So with about 6 days left, we try to grind this game out.
Yeah.
Mostly just playing zombies. I know Warzone is probably like what you should do to get more, but we figured, well, zombie matches last longer than Warzone.
Yeah.
But I guess the way the algorithm works is because it knows that zombie games can take hours upon hours. They purposely don't give you as much experience towards the battle pass. Um, so it still took a while, and then it got to the point where it was the last day, and Amanda had like five or three tiers left.
I
I
have
had a
like 5 tiers left.
And it
Ah.
was like 2 in the morning. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. She's like, I'm gonna stay up as long as I need to because the battle pass expired at like 10 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
So if we went to bed, we would only have like 2 hours, or we would have to get up at like 7 a.m.
No, I think it
Even
ended at 12. I think
Oh,
it ended
12
at
p.m.
12.
Sorry,
Yeah.
12 p.m. Still, if we got up at 7 a.m., we probably could have done the last 5 tiers, but like, um, it was kind of risky because then if we didn't, we didn't, and that would have been the
Yeah.
end. And so basically, it was already 2 in the morning, so we were gonna only get like 5 hours of sleep. But this kind of contradicts what happens next. So I go to bed. She stays up. I wake up around 9:30, 10 a.m. And she told me she was gonna message me when she was like during the night when she was done. I only had a message at around 5 in the morning. And all she said in the audio message was, "Hey, I'm still going. I'm gonna let you know when I finish." And I'm like, "Wait a minute."
I think I was taking a piss while I was doing it. That was the only free time I had.
So so I'm like, "Okay," and then like, "Wait, there's not another message." So I instantly I don't even respond to what she said. I just text back like, "Are you still going?" And she just replies, "Yes." And it's 9:30 in the morning, so she stayed up the whole night fucking playing, and she still didn't have it finished.
I know, it took so long just to get one tier. It was insane.
We finished it
Oh my
by
god.
11 a.m.
Yeah.
And so like, I hopped on and I tried doing the majority of the work because I was more rested and whatnot.
I
Like,
was
oh
exhausted. I was, like, seeing things, I just
yeah,
ugh.
it was insane, and I'm just like, holy shit. And I felt so bad. Like I didn't know it was gonna take that long. I thought it was gonna be quicker than that. I thought maybe 5 a.m. was when it was gonna be over, but no, I was completely
No.
wrong. Um, so yeah, it took a long time, and then basically she just slept the whole day. Like,
Yep. I was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm going to
so
bed."
basically, any free time we had to record a podcast, we were like, now let's play Call of Duty to try to get your battle pass
Yeah.
done. So yeah, we took a lot of the free time we had to record into that. Then the other event that took away time from us for recording
I
was that
moved.
Amanda moved. So it was a lot to pack
Ugh.
everything. I
Yeah.
helped her move boxes and whatnot. We did there was a little moving van, but still it was a lot of stuff we had to take
Yeah.
over. Um, and then that's also not including all the time we took to unpack things, move furniture, get
Even,
things
like
sorted.
yeah.
Um, and then there's certain things we couldn't do for a couple days because like ordering new stuff, having to figure out where to put everything and
Yeah.
whatnot. Um, so
If
it was
anybody
just a lot
has
of work.
moved, yeah, you know it's a
And Amanda, like
bitch.
we technically, the day she moved, I hooked up her computer and everything, but then I forgot we couldn't. She couldn't do anything with her PC because she didn't have internet.
Yep.
The Wi-Fi wasn't set up yet. Um, then it got set up, but when I built her PC, her motherboard doesn't support Wi-Fi, so I remember we had to use an Ethernet cable, but
Yeah.
we had to figure out how to get the Ethernet cable to there. We had to find the Ethernet cable. I had to repair the Ethernet cable because it was mangled from the last time. I didn't know it
Yeah.
got destroyed, so I had to find my electrical tape, and I fixed that up yesterday. Um,
It's just
but
been a mess.
we were
It's
tempted to use like a Wi-Fi adapter at first, but then some of them weren't reliable, and also
yeah.
for gaming purposes, you would lag out, and
And they're expensive, and we already
so
had the Ethernet cable,
some are
so
expensive, some were inexpensive, but the cheaper ones weren't as reliable or they're hit or miss.
yeah.
And I was like, we already had the Ethernet cable, so you know what? Let's just power through, get the energy, and just do it. And then we
Yeah.
did yesterday. We're just like, fuck it, let's do it. We did it, lined it up. Took a lot of time. I sweated my ass off, but
Oh, yeah.
we
And
got it hooked up.
I think what made it worse is we just got back from, like, a hike too.
Yeah, we went on a. It wasn't that long of a hike. We
No,
because
but
like, that was something else we were doing. We talked about it on our last podcast. I think when we talked about it on our last podcast, that was like one of the last times we went because then all this happened and
yeah.
we just dropped everything. I know the Call of Duty seems like a dumb excuse, but like the moving prevented us from having really any energy from going on hikes. So then
Yeah.
yesterday we just went on like a small hike. Like we went to the same park, but like they have different mile trails.
Yeah.
So we went on the 0.75 miles. So we
Oh,
went less than a mile.
we also saw a tree fall
Yeah,
multiple
tree
trees.
fall.
That
It
was
was
kinda scary,
we
but
were
also
wrapping up
cool.
we were wrapping it up, so we weren't gonna go in the direction of the tree falling. But there's this two couples in front of us, and one of them started going down the path, and luckily they didn't get far into the path because that's when the tree
Yeah.
fell. If they kept going, the tree was gonna land right on top of them. And
Well,
I
it
don't
was yeah. Well, it was
yeah.
good was we all kinda heard that crack first, and we all just kinda looked, and we saw it just all coming down. But
My
what was scary was because the first tree that fell knocked another one down, and I'm just like,
my worry would have been if we were all staring, but we were actually in the line of fire, would we have kept
yeah.
staring or would we actually have moved?
I feel like we would have moved.
Maybe us, but I don't know about because they were older couples, so they're
I mean,
probably
if
like,
they're going up,
"Wow."
if they're going to like one of those longer trails, I'm sure they can run away from a tree falling. Because those trails can be a bitch. With especially going like up and down and
Yeah, that
ugh.
was the one. I just realized about our 0.75 mile hike.
It
They didn't.
wasn't too bad.
It was only
Yeah.
up once and then down. It
Yeah.
wasn't like that steep. I just realized that.
It was a nice little walk though because you got to go by the water and everything and it
Yeah,
it,
the
it
blue
was
trail gets you towards the water too.
yeah. But with this one we got like right near the water cuz there's like a lake there which you can like drive and
Remember?
go by but
Yeah, yeah. I think the one we were on was better for the lake, but remember the blue trail had that little area where you could stand on and look through.
that's true. The
So, but
little
it
yeah.
was only that one area, and that was it.
Yeah.
The other two were just kind of like, they went away from it. But yeah,
Yeah. That's our big life updates and why we've been gone.
yeah. And also Amanda's school semester was wrapping up. I also
Yeah.
went to my school's graduation ceremony. So yeah.
Been
Um,
busy.
yeah. So finally things have settled down.
Yes.
Um, I'm hoping to like. I hate that we took that long of a break. But obviously there's nothing we could do now except hopefully stay on track now.
Yeah.
Also in the midst of that though, what I did do was when Amanda did play Call of Duty Zombies the very first time, I
Mhm.
recorded her very first time playing it. Now, obviously, Vanguard Zombies. I've said this in the video that I recorded, but in the Vanguard Zombies, it's not the same as normal zombies, and she has played normal zombies before, so it wouldn't be a
Yeah.
genuine new reaction anyways. But since this was a different style of zombies, I got her first genuine
I
impressions of
don't
it.
know. I kinda like the zombies though. I don't know why I get so much hate. I mean,
It's
again,
just
it could
because
be because
it's
again,
not
I
the
didn't
same as the
yeah.
original. That's
Yeah, I
why.
didn't grow up playing the original, but I thought it was fun.
I think
I mean,
the
not after
idea.
I mean, after 8 no, I was how long did I play? I literally played from, like, that day morning. I had to take, like, a break 'cause I had a class, but then as soon as class was over, I played right back. So maybe after, like, 12, 13 hours of playing, it got a little boring. But,
Well,
I don't
there
know.
a lot of people who play zombies do play for hours on end, and that was one of their complaints. It just got boring fast.
Yeah.
So like the thing about old zombies, I will say, is at least upon launch, like let's say Black Ops, for example.
Mhm.
Upon launch, Black Ops had actually I'm not entirely sure what Black Ops. Well, all right, World at War. I'm gonna say this because I know this for a fact. World at War, there were 4 zombie maps. With this, there
Mhm.
was only one. Now, keep, I guess, in mind that this map is a lot more intuitive and there's a lot
Um,
more things you can do. So, granted, it is bigger, even though it's only one. But that's the thing; it gets boring to play the same thing over and over
but
again.
isn't there 2 maps?
Now there is. That was when
Um.
season 2 came out. But I'm talking about when the game first launched, there was
Oh,
only
okay.
one zombie map,
I don't like
and it
the
was the one.
desert map anyways, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, and think about that too. Okay, you've been playing this game for a couple months. You only have one zombie map. It got boring fast. New season drops. Yay, a new map. Still sucks that it's only one more map, but something new. And then you totally hate it. And now you're like, well, I still have nothing to play for zombies.
Yeah. I
So
don't
it
know.
just sucks. But at least with the older games, they had 4 maps for you to start out with. So by the time that those 4 maps kind of got boring and old, DLC would drop. And I know DLC is not the same as it is
Hmm.
um now, but back then you had to pay $15 for it.
Yeah.
But you would get it usually not always, but usually it'd be worth it to buy that. And the
Yeah.
DLC wasn't just zombies. I think it started out that there were DLC for zombies and DLC for multiplayer, but then I think at some point, like with Black Ops 2, the DLC one pack had zombie maps and multiplayer maps. So it was like it definitely
Mhm.
was worth the $15. Like, and I'm not sure about zombies, but with multiplayer maps, it was usually like 4 new multiplayer maps every DLC pack.
Yeah.
But again, it sucked that you had to pay for that. Nowadays, the maps are always free and they're always added in for free, which is nice, but now it's like you get less.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Maybe
what's worse.
maybe we should move off the Call of Duty topic because I feel like we often rant about this kind of stuff.
No, I know. I was just just responding to what you're saying. Like, oh,
No,
I
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
One other thing I will say is, in the beginning, like you notice how like the zombies are just kind of like there for you to
Yeah.
kill, and then you pick a port objective. People
Hmm.
didn't like that. Like
Um.
it
See,
ruined it
one
ruined the
question.
rush that people would get playing the game. Like the way normal zombies would work is you spawn in, round one starts, you kill the zombies, you get like maybe a 5 second pause, and then next round starts. So it's like the
Yeah.
pressure's always there. With this, you could take your time, and it's just like I don't know. I guess it's not as like
Yeah. I mean,
thrilling.
personally, for me, I like the different game modes, even though I absolutely hate some of them.
Yeah.
Um, but I like the idea of the different game
I
modes.
mean,
But that's just
here's
me.
what I would say though. People shitted on it, right? But
Hmm.
I like it because of the fact that they tried something different. That's what
Yeah.
I say.
I
Because
also feel like it's way too easy to get the ray gun because
the ray gun, no, but it has been said that the ray gun's not even that good in this
but
game.
that's what's
It's
so
usually
funny
good.
because I remember from at least what you've told me, the first time we ever like really got into zombies, or for Vanguard at least, you were always saying that the ray gun used to be like the most amazing, rarest gun in the game. So
Mm,
we
yeah.
along that line. So we started playing a lot. And the ray gun would come up so much, I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, look, it's the ray gun! That's like the rarest gun in the game!" And you just started hating me so much for saying
You're
that
mocking me. But the
because
thing
it's so
was,
funny.
Vanguard didn't even have the ray gun on launch, which is another reason why the zombies got so much shit. Because like, what kind of
Yeah.
zombies game doesn't have the ray gun? Like
Honestly,
ray
the
gun,
shotgun's so much better though to use in zombies. I love it.
yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah, like the other thing is you don't know enough about zombies, but the ray gun's considered a wonder weapon.
A
Um,
wonder weapon.
there are
The
so
Wonder
many
Pets?
other there no. I love
Imagine the
that
Wonder.
show.
I do too. Imagine the Wonder Pets with the Wonder
Stop.
Gun.
There was
Little Ming Ming coming in with the ring.
stop.
Whatever the turtle is. Well, I forgot his name.
There are other wonder weapons though in the game, like
Oh, each of them can have their own Wonder Weapon.
but what I'm saying is Vanguard only has the ray gun and it didn't even
Uh,
have the ray gun on launch. So that was
yeah.
something that was like disappointing.
I mean, it doesn't
Um
really matter. The thing is, like, they give out Pack-a-Punch guns so easily,
and that's
where
another
it's
reason
like,
why that people hate it because the
yeah,
box and we've played World at War before. Every time you get a weapon from the box, it's not pack a punch. It is just a bland gun and you have
yeah,
to go pack a punch it yourself. Now the fact the game is like I said, it's kind of babying you where it's
yeah.
like, "Oh, here's a fully pack a punch weapon from the box. Wow, I don't have to do anything."
I mean,
Like
I don't mind it because again, I'm still, I guess, considered a newer player, and I like that it babies me. So
yeah, but a lot of people
yeah, I
that
know.
the thing is the people that complain about this kind of stuff are older players because they're like,
Yeah,
"I'm used to this, I'm used to," but like at the same time, I'm like, "Really? That's what you want? You want the same experience every single time?"
I
Like
mean, isn't that
they
what every
gotta
single Call of Duty is? It's the same experience every time, just on there. No, I won't go into it, but I'm just saying.
some games yeah are the same and some games have tried different things that people don't like the advanced movement and stuff like that in some of the
Mm.
older games. But people complained about that, so they took it away.
Who knows? They also
Um
got to remember that they're probably the Call of Duty like franchise is probably trying to appeal to a younger audience as well. It's not just
That's
all the
true.
older
That's the thing.
players.
Like they're trying to get new players into the game,
Yeah,
and they're kind of saying, "Okay, whatever," to the older fan base. Which even though there are some people that, despite what criticism it gets, people still play it. So,
yeah.
um,
Anyways,
no, I feel like
I feel like we've been
that had
ranting
to
too
be
long.
said.
Yeah, I think it's good. We talked
But
about it.
point being is I recorded a video. I've been in the middle of
Yes.
editing that. It was like about an hour and a half of footage, so it's taking me a little while. I'm still dicing it up, and then I got to add all the effects in.
I'm
So
excited to even just go back and watch it. It's gonna be so funny.
yeah. All right.
All
So
right.
in this time frame, like around the time we record the last podcast,
Mhm.
we saw a lot of hype around this one stinking show, and I didn't want to watch it, but Amanda did. You wanna
Okay.
lead into it?
So first of all, I feel like we were very late to the trend. Well,
I
first we
don't
also
care.
okay.
I didn't want to
So
watch it.
the whole thing was Bridgerton. Bridgerton. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. But we mainly got exposed to it due to someone, and they showed us a clip, and it was very over dramatic and cringy. And it was kind of that thing where I was like, that was horrible to watch, but I want to see the whole train crash. So I started watching the first episode. I was just curious. And in the first like minute, there were two different sex scenes. And I'm just like, Andrew, we have to watch this. And so we sort of just went down this whole thing of just binge watching it and watching the weird, cringy madness that is Bridgerton. And I don't know if it's good. Like, I certainly we both watched both seasons. And, it's a very weird thing. And I have to say, I don't know about you, but I hated more characters than I liked characters.
I think I agree with that.
Like, it was just so aggravatingly annoying to watch, but you can't stop watching it.
It's kind of like you
Like,
want to see where the cringe goes.
yeah. So I thought we would have like a little fun game. Um and go through like mainly like the more well-known characters, and we'll see like if who liked them, who didn't, okay?
Right. Are there gonna be spoilers? Because we'll kind of want to make sure
Um
people know in case like someone wants to actually
yeah.
watch
There
this.
will be some spoilers ahead. We'll try to avoid it, but
I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I can't
that's true.
guarantee.
We'll
But
just for now we'll just say spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen it, if you want to see it, go watch it and skip to whatever. Maybe we'll like try to put it in the description on what time.
I don't know if I'll do it on Spotify, but in on YouTube, I'm putting like
Okay.
the time, like the different timestamps of when the video section up, so you could skip to
Yeah.
the next section.
Spotify, good luck. I wish you the best. But anyway, so the first person we're gonna start off, I'm just going in this list, is Simon. So
Mm.
Simon was the main guy character in the first season, also known as the love interest, I guess. And I didn't like
Luke.
him.
I liked them at first, and then as it progressed, I kind of was just like, this guy's fucking weird.
He was just like, he was just annoying. I mean, like,
It,
I get it because, like, as like an actor, he's like an attractive man, but when it came to like his character as a whole, like his whole personality, it was just weird. And then it's kind of like watching a bad relationship from the outside, and you want to be like, hey, don't do this, and like you're fucking blind, dude, but you can't. And you're just kind of sitting there watching his whole character evolve. And like the one scene, like, well, I'll get on to the next person. It's gonna be Daphne, because yeah. But what do you think of Simon? Just
um, very cringy.
yeah.
I didn't. I mean, like I said, when he was first introduced, I thought, oh, this guy looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then like when his interactions with Daphne increased, I was like, okay, okay. But then when like they had that moment,
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, so now you're just suddenly in love? And I'm just like, it just
Yeah.
didn't make sense. And then he was so back and forth. And I get the idea of why he was back and forth, but the way it was presented just seemed
Yeah.
unrealistic. And just
Now,
that's
yeah.
why I just didn't like it. And I got kind of fed up with his character. I'm just like, make up your mind. And just
Yeah.
like it was more annoying than it was like me being entertained and being like, oh, I
Mhm.
really want the character to do this. No, I was
Yeah.
just more like, make up your fucking mind, you
Pretty
idiot.
much, yeah. Also, I want to just make a disclaimer. We are not judging like the actors themselves. We're
Oh
just
no.
judging the characters,
Yeah, the characters from
like
the
the
show.
storyline. Yeah, I
I
just wanted to
think
say that.
yeah. Yeah. I'm not like I'm not like mad at the acting per se. I
Yeah.
just like the way they're portrayed doesn't seem to be that real. But then again, one thing I will say, and I don't know how true it is, and I don't know if
Mhm.
this is a good defending point for the way they acted, but considering the time period, how people quote unquote thought they were in love so easily, that could be playing into
It's
this.
just,
But
I
at the
mean,
same time, the way they end season one and the way they end season two, it's just like you think that the two people are so in love. So it's just like it
yeah,
makes it's trying to tell you, yeah, this is gonna be happily ever after. So then
yeah,
I'm just kind of like, well, that doesn't make sense. Then the way they fell in love just kind of doesn't
yeah.
really make
I
sense.
just his character, like, I definitely like in the beginning, I definitely understand where his character's point of view came from, like in the beginning, because he was rejected by his dad a lot. He didn't really get much love and everything. That whole story, but it was just weird. It was just awkward to watch. But yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me why he all of a sudden had that urge to want
Yeah,
Daphne.
because he like plays this whole thing where he's like, "I'm not getting married. I'm this big bad
And then he
boy, and I
just,
like
like,
to sleep
attacks her.
around." And yeah.
Like,
Speaking
what?
of, yeah, speaking of next character, Stephanie, I fucking hated her.
No, I thought she was, like, annoying.
Oh, I hated her. She was like, ugh. Even in like season 2, she was so annoying. And then there's like the whole thing because, again, spoiler alert, Simon did not want to have kids. He made that like very clear from the front. Um, or he said he couldn't have kids, like implying that there was something like medically wrong, but like he made a promise to his dad, and that's why he couldn't quote unquote have kids. But like physically he could, and then Daphne got upset at him, and then basically they were having sex, and she was like riding him, and then like trapped him in her, and then like whatever. And like I hated watching that because like, ugh, you know, like she was just a character that like was just so annoying. Like she thought she was like this pretty perfect little princess. And like, no bitch, you're a dumbass. Ugh.
It was probably also because the, queen recognized her as the diamond
The
season's
the
diamond,
gem.
so she probably just was like, oh, yeah, I got that, like, ego boost from that."
I guess, but like you don't like
But
trap.
it's her character, you know?
I again, not the actress, but her character was just so
No, I
ugh.
didn't like it, and also offended how easily offended she got at certain things.
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Bitch, you're
And then
you're"
yeah, and it was like I wanted it this way, but then no, you can't believe like ugh. I can't remember the scene, but there's like something like she wanted something, but like then she like completely changed her mind, and it was just kind of like just
I
like
don't know. I didn't really like her.
I found myself in a constant state of just wanting to slap her. That's how I'll put it. All right,
Yeah.
next we have Anthony Bridgerton.
Hmm.
Uh, I didn't. Uh, I don't like him. He's like I don't. I like him better than the first two, but I still am just like meh about him.
I don't know. I didn't like him in the beginning because of how controlling he was.
Mm-hmm.
Then there were moments where there were like flashes of where like, yeah, I kind of agree with what he's doing. And then again in season two, I just thought he was being a dumbass.
Season 2 is just so annoying because apparently how it seems with how the show is gonna go, because we already know that season 3 is gonna evolve around Colin. So it seems like there's gonna be different relationships that are gonna be focused on during each season. And
Oh
during
yeah.
second season, it was all about Anthony. So I hated how he's that typical like popular guy. Like, he has the ego, he knows what he wants, and if someone's just not it, then he's gonna,
I feel like that fits into the time period though.
I mean, maybe, but it's still very relevant today, his kind of mindset. Where he's like, oh, I'm the hot shit. I want
But remember how he
pretty
kept talking
woman.
down to his mom, saying like, "What do you know? You're a woman," kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's still relevant today, too. But,
Yeah, it
um,
was just even more so back then to even like
yeah.
disrespect your own mother like that.
Yeah,
That's
and
kind of
that
sad.
definitely rubbed me the wrong way. And then how he was just playing with, like, the other girl's heart, who we'll
But
get to.
I will
But,
say, I will say again in this season, very similar to Simon in the first season, falling in love again just didn't make any sense.
no.
Like why?
The
Like just
only
like that you
reason,
switch and like oh
yeah.
wait, like I don't like you, but now I also like you. I'm like what?
I mean, the only reason I can see it is because Kate is the girl he ends up with. And Kate was always from the beginning kind of this outgoing woman, and she was very like, I'm gonna do my things my way, I'm gonna talk back to you, like, I don't care. But I think that's why he got infatuated with her, because she was standing up to him, she was talking back to him, and that was that.
And
So,
I guess he didn't want to like he started off not liking her, and then he didn't want to admit that he started to like her. So he
yeah.
kept that hard ass personality, but then things escalated
Well, the thing
emotionally.
was,
I
he
guess.
was always trying to impress her too, if you remember. But
Yeah, a
she
little
just
bit.
wasn't having it. So from
But then
there,
even
like,
for her, like, and then her character, I know
yeah, I was just gonna talk about Kate.
we'll go into her now. I mean,
Yeah,
like, after hearing what he said about women that time at the dinner party, and
yeah,
he talked down to them, why would she change her mind about him? Why would she just be like, "Yeah, sure, I want you too." Like, it just doesn't make sense.
yeah. Kate, I mean, I liked the idea of her character, but I still wasn't thrilled because, again, like you were mentioning, like, she was always rude to him and blah blah blah, and now it's like, oh my god, I'm madly in love with you, and oh yeah, but you're gonna get married to my sister, so
I get the drama that the show was trying to create. Like, I'm gonna marry
yeah,
sister, but I'm in love with with you instead. But it's just like the way that they fell in love again just didn't make sense. Like, I mean,
yeah,
like I guess I can understand Anthony going for Kate, but Kate reciprocating that after hearing the things he said and whatnot, what would make her change her mind? And
I
then
don't
also for him
know.
to care, and then like that cringy scene that we were talking about with the stupid bee, like
Oh yeah,
why would he care so much about what happened to her? They were like literally in the middle of an argument, and then he just like
yeah.
has that over dramatic,
He's
you
like,
know,
like freaking out.
like yeah, I know the
His dad
history,
died by a bee,
but like
but
why
like,
do you care about her dying like that? I don't know.
me too is fine, but it was still just a little aggravating to watch their relationship.
Yes.
But all right, next is Penelope Featherington. Um, Firstly, I loved her character. She was one of the few that I actually enjoyed watching. Um, and mainly, I think, at least for me, it's because I can relate to her mainly. Um, so like, because she's very like in love with Colin, and Colin's just not having it, especially with that last scene. It broke my heart, like what he said about her and everything. And I was like, no, my Penelope. But, she's kind of the girl that nobody really wants because she's bigger, but she's like such a sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
She's
Yeah.
also like 30, you said? The actress who plays her is
31,
30.
32.
Oh my god. Like, she's supposed to be like 16, and I was like 100% fooled. I thought she was like maybe 19, 20, but no. But I personally loved her character. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I loved it, but I like I said, I liked her character more than the rest we've mentioned so far.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I felt bad for her, everything happening with her and Colin. Um,
Well, I
And
think
also,
season 3 is focusing on them.
I
I
know.
think I mentioned that before, yeah.
And then even with the what's her name?
Eloise.
Eloise, yeah, like
Yeah, she's
how
next.
just like how she would like constantly ignore what she's saying. Like,
Yeah.
you would feel bad for Penelope. It's like, why don't you just like listen to what Penelope's saying? Like she's kind of
Yeah.
making sense. And she's just being like, "Oh, all about me. I don't want to do this, blah blah blah." Like I know we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about her next, but I mean, again, that's her character.
Yeah, again, nothing with the actresses, but going to Eloise, I don't think I minded her at the beginning, but now I hate her. Because she's so annoying. And then, like, she got herself into trouble when she was going to go visit that little newsboy, whatever, trying to find out who Lady Whistledown is. And then Lady Whistledown ended up writing an article about her because she was caught kissing him or something.
No, she didn't kiss him.
No, there was something with her that she got into a scandal.
Um,
Something
because what
else.
happened was the queen started to think that
It
she
was
was
her.
Lady
Right, right,
Whistledown.
right. Okay,
So
yeah.
so Lady Whistledown wrote that to try to get the attention off of her, because then it's like if she was Lady Whistledown and wrote
Why
that
would she
embarrassing
write?
stuff
Yeah.
about herself, why it clearly can't be her. And it
Yeah.
worked. It got the queen attention off her, but it made Eloise felt,
Yeah.
bad.
And then it was just annoying that she started lying to Penelope and she was sneaking around and then like how you mentioned before, it was all about her and her problems and then it was just annoying.
Like I said, I was indifferent about her too, kind of like Anthony. Maybe not as much hate towards her as I did with Anthony,
Yeah.
but the thing is, some of the things she says, I agreed with, like about women and
Oh
whatnot. Like
yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
she defends women and whatnot. But like, I feel like she's a little over dramatic
Yeah.
with some of the things, and like I said, making it about her.
Mhm.
But I also understand the part about how like she doesn't want to do the season diamond thing and whatnot, and have to go marry someone and have that pressure. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
Which
then
is
yeah,
fine, but it's just like I feel like her relationship with Penelope was just it was
more
mainly about
aggravating in the
her.
second
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. I agree. Next is Edwina. So that was the sister that we were talking about previously. I actually kind of liked her. Like I thought she was like a great character. She didn't really have anything dramatic about her.
Wait, who?
Edwina, Kate's sister, the one that
Oh,
was
her.
supposed to get married to Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, she was
Uh,
oblivious.
yeah. But I mean, I ended up feeling bad for her because
Oh,
she was
100%.
very upset when the whole thing with Anthony came out. But I enjoyed her character, I think.
Yeah, I liked her. I mean, like, I feel like her reaction to everything was normal.
Yeah, it wasn't like blown out proportion. It wasn't like superly over dramatic. It was good.
Yeah.
Um, Lady Whistledown.
Hmm.
So, ugh,
Mhm.
ugh, I hated her. I mean, ugh, it's like when you want to
I
strangle
liked
the
her.
person.
No, I liked her because she
Did
spoke the
you?
truth. Yeah. It was
You're
good because,
thinking,
like,
you're
she was
th-
the one that caused the drama, and it was funny.
I guess, but she was like so
I like
aggravatingly annoying.
Not to me. I also
Oh,
love the like, her feud with the queen.
yeah.
Like, how the
Wait, are you
queen
thinking of the right person? Not
Yeah,
Lady
Lady
Danbury.
yeah, Lady Whistledown.
The one
Oh,
that's Penelope's mom.
no, that's not Lady Whistledown, you stupid.
Yes, it is.
No,
Isn't
it's
it not?
not. No, Lady Whistledown's the person that writes in the paper, which
Lady
is
Whistledown's the voice.
which is
Penelope.
yes. So why would you say Lady Whistledown's Penelope's mom?
Who am I thinking of? Where's
I don't know who you're thinking of.
I'm thinking of the mom. Who's the mom?
I don't know what her name
That's
is.
no Prudence is the sister. Where the fricky
Whatever their
frick?
last name is.
I know. Oh, God.
Starts with a C, I think.
Oh, Featherington.
Oh, Featherington, yeah. Lady Featherington. Yeah, no, her I don't like.
Yeah, her I hate. I was like, wait a minute.
She's annoying, deceiving, but I do like what she did at the end of season 2.
Oh, with the
Yeah, she basically told him to go fuck off.
pretty much
The
the
uncle.
uncle.
Yeah.
Some epic incest going on
Honestly,
there.
though, because their plan was to move to America, that would probably have been the best thing for Penelope.
Yeah, get away from Colin.
Not just
Speaking
that, get away
of,
from everything that happened the way season 2 ended.
yeah. Well, speaking of, what's going on with Colin? How do you feel about him?
He's like not Penelope. He's like Edwina, but
Eloise.
in a different way.
Edna.
Like just so oblivious
It
that it's
honestly,
funny, and it annoys me that like
yeah,
the thing that annoys me is like in season 2 how he still like was obsessed with
Marina.
yeah, that dumb bitch.
Yeah,
Like she tricked him and she clearly moved on and has a husband. Why are you going back to talk to her? Like get
yeah,
over yourself, dude.
I know.
And again, like him like thinking that he was really in love with her when he didn't really know her for that long. And like I said,
Yeah,
after you found out that she was just trying to use you, like why would you like care to go back to her and know what
yeah.
she's doing and whatnot? I mean, it's showing that his character is lost, which again is something that makes sense. But that annoyed me a little bit. But
He
other than
was
that, he's okay.
he was okay until he hurt my little girl Penelope. I'm against him now. Like I'm full on blown Penelope side. So fuck Colin. Fuck his stupidity. And you can't like because the whole thing is like if you haven't seen the show, there's like balls and whatnot. So at these balls you like go and dance, and if you dance it's like, oh my god, they're dancing together, like oh my god. And so it's like a big thing. So he dances with Penelope, and then he goes over to a bunch of his guy friends, and they're like, whoa, were you just dancing with Penelope? He's like, yeah, but it's nothing special. I would
Well, it
never
didn't
like.
happen immediately because what happened
No,
in
it was
between
season
then?
2, but
But it didn't happen immediately after he danced with her.
no,
You
because
you made it
she
you
got
made it sound like he danced with her and then he went over to his guy friend. You made it sound like it happened like right after each
no.
other.
Well, Penelope got into a big fight with Eloise, and then she went
She ran
over,
out. Yeah,
and
she ran outside and then overheard him talking about that.
yeah. So my girl's just broken right now.
But to
But
be fair, I see that like from Colin, the way Colin reacts and is so oblivious to the fact that she has feelings for him. Um, the what's it called? What I understand from Colin's point of view is that like he just sees Penelope as a friend,
yeah,
like no more than a friend. So like he's nice to her, but like she has to also realize that he doesn't feel the same way.
yeah, I know, but
But
it's very hurtful to hear, like
oh no, for
you
sure.
know. So
Yeah, I mean like he probably could have like said it better than that. Like he probably could be like, "Oh, she's only a friend," like that. Like not
yeah,
say like, "Oh, I would never like be with her."
yeah. Well, next is Benedict Bridgerton.
Well, I was gonna say one more thing.
Oh, go.
The other thing he's oblivious to is like even like the like I don't get the point of it, but like how he was buying the shit from the uncle
Oh yeah, that was a whole thing with
and like
the.
how he was just getting scammed, and again him being oblivious to like what he was doing.
The thing
I mean,
is, like, what annoys me too is Penelope has always looked out for him. Like, she was the reason I believe he didn't end up buying the thing because she was like, "No, it's a scam." Like, it's
no, he bought the thing.
no, he didn't. He was about to, but then he changed his mind. And then there was the whole thing with the pregnancy that Penelope was trying to warn him about, but he was just like blowing her off.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, what do you think about Benedict?
I liked him. Like he was one of
I
the
do.
characters I was always rooting for, even though he wasn't like
Yeah.
he hasn't been involved with the love stuff much, but like him and his art career, I just think he was also funny.
Yeah, I liked Benedict. He wasn't too dramatic. He has a good story. I'm very interested to see what happens because he dropped out of art school because he thought he got in by himself. But of course, Anthony had to get
Yeah,
involved.
that annoyed me. I forgot
And
about that.
it made him quit because he was like having fun and partying and he felt really welcome. But then everyone was like, oh, like your brother like pays you to come in here. And he didn't know. And so he just left. But
Yeah, that annoys me.
yeah, I'm interested to see where his storyline goes. Um, as for any, I mean, there's like Marina Thompson we could talk about, but we both don't
Or
like her. Yeah. What do you think of the Queen?
she's like annoying, but like in a good way.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I gotta say though, I loved her wigs, all of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Seeing her
It,
with
it
the different
was
hairstyles.
it was so funny, and it must have been so much fun to be that actress to just have to like change out of so many different
It
huge
must have
ass
sucked because
wigs.
how heavy those things are
Probably, but
and hot you would be in them.
yeah. But yeah, she was okay. Lady Danbury, I really
Wait, I'm not
liked.
done talking.
Oh,
No, you just like moving on without me saying anything.
you said
Um,
that.
I just said I liked her in a good way,
Good.
or she's annoying in a good way. That's all I said.
Okay, go.
But like I said, I like the feud with her and Lady Whistledown,
Mhm.
and I also felt bad for her, like with the king. Like the king
Oh,
obviously
her
is
husband.
suffering.
Yeah.
He's obviously suffering from some kind of illness, like maybe like
Yeah.
dementia or something, where he can't remember stuff.
Yeah.
And I actually hope that maybe season 3 kind of like sheds more light on what happened and like
Yeah.
what's going on with that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to find out. But yeah, it is really sad to watch that.
And who do you say, Lady Danbury,
Yes.
the sewing lady?
No.
Wait, who's the
Um.
lady? Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one that helped Simon and then also helped.
Yeah. 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 Help the
I
two
like her.
sisters. Yeah, I did too. She was really funny. I liked her personality
She's
and how
funny.
she
She's
would.
sassy.
Yeah. I really liked her.
Yeah.
Next is Lady Bridgerton, which I personally really liked her character. I think she was like a very heartwarming mother.
She's okay. There were times like in season 1 with Daphne though, she was just clearly oblivious to what Daphne was telling her. And it was until like Daphne like had to yell at her for her to get it through her head.
Yeah.
But
I
like
mean, all moms are like that.
yeah, but like for the most part, she wasn't that bad either.
Yeah. Um, let's see, who else do we have? No. What did I do? Lady.
I don't think we have that many people left.
I think that's pretty much all of the main. I mean, a lot of them are just like weird side characters.
Like
Uh,
Simon's wrestling friend, I forgot his name.
Martins, the
I
black
don't
dude.
know. I kind of liked him.
He
It
was
was,
good.
it was interesting though how from season 1 to season 2 how he became like a bar owner
Yeah, that's
because like
pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Will Mondrich, I think his name is. Martins is his real name. But yeah. I mean, there was. Oh, I can't say her name. Genevieve, which was the seamstress.
Her. Yeah, she was
Yeah, she was okay. I didn't mind her.
she kept Penelope's secret.
Yeah. Overall, if you're in for a cringy show, go for it. Because it'll definitely give you the cringe you need.
Yeah. I think a lot of
Alright.
people like watching cringe. I think that's also one of the reasons why the show blew up.
Oh yeah. Well, we also I know this isn't on
Mm.
our like ideas list, but we just got done with Squid Game finally.
Yeah. We could talk about this and then that could be it because we're almost at an hour.
Yeah, so that's
So we'll
fine.
save some of the other topics for next week.
Yeah.
Also, just a quick thing. Actually, no, I'll mention it at the end of the episode. So let's
Okay.
talk about Squid Game. So yeah, we're late to Squid Game, and we actually watched this like a week and a half ago,
Yeah.
or 2 weeks ago. I don't know why we were so late to it. Um,
I
but
think we've been wanting to watch it for a while, but we just kept putting it off because we
well,
went down a whole Jurassic Park thing and then
yeah, we went through like
Marvel.
there were like a lot of things I said to Amanda's like, let's watch these other things first, and like
Yeah.
because we had a list of things we want to watch. Squid Game got added on towards the end, so yeah,
Yeah.
we went through all the Marvel movies up to Endgame.
Mhm.
Because Amanda didn't see the ones before, and I didn't see. I've seen some of them, but I haven't seen all of them, especially all the way through. And the story made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
By doing so. Because I watched Endgame in theaters, but I was just
So
like,
did
I didn't
I.
really understand where it came from, and it's so dumb for me to have watched. I mean, I should have at least watched Infinity War before Endgame, but I didn't even do that. So
Endgame
like,
was the first Marvel movie I've ever watched.
nice. So you never seen the original Iron Man first?
No.
Oh wow.
I went in because someone was just like, "Hey, you want to go see it?" And I was like, "Sure." And then while we were there, he gave me like a 2-hour talk about everything that's led up to it, and I did not understand anything he was saying. So I was just like, "Uh huh, uh huh," and then we went in and watched it, and I was like, "Damn, that's sad," and cried, and then left and forgot
Nice.
about it.
And then like Amanda said, Jurassic Park. And speaking of Jurassic Park, there is a new movie coming out soon.
Yes.
Whatever it's whatever it's called, but I want to see that. It should be the last movie in the series, I think. Um, and then we watched Pirates of the Caribbean, all those movies. Um,
Yes.
and I forgot what else we were watching, trying to keep up with. But yeah. So we watched Squid Game, and I think it's like part of me was just like worried to see it because like I knew what the first game was, the red light, green light.
Yeah.
So and I've never actually watched what happened. But like the idea of it just terrifies me. Like
Mhm.
imagine that actually being real and you being there. So I guess I was just a little hesitant to watch it just because of how scared I was gonna be. Because like it's not like a horror necessarily, but the reason why it gets to me is because like it's close to being real that
It's
it could
gory.
actually happen, and it's
Yeah.
also gory, yes. But we just binged. So we watched like 3 episodes in one night, and then like maybe like a few days after we settled in at Amanda's place, we got her one of her big TVs set up, and we were just like, let's just watch it. And it was like
Yeah.
2 in the afternoon, and we watched all the way until like 10 p.m. watching the rest of the show, and it was just like, damn.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. Because
I
there
liked
were,
it, but it was also
again,
very
spoilers alert. Um, I don't know how I feel about it because the ending annoyed me a lot. Um, the ending really annoyed me
what
just
part of the
because.
ending.
Well, so of course the main character wins, and he has all the money, blah blah blah, and he's going to the airport to go fly to go see his daughter.
Oh, that annoys you too,
Yes.
because you didn't
So
react like I reacted when that
yeah,
happened.
you react a lot more.
I
But
You finish saying it. I'll say what I
so
did.
basically, what happened is in the beginning, the way you get recruited is obviously these people do their research. They know who's in debt and whatnot, so they'll go and find you somewhere and be like, "Hey, I'll give you like $1,000 if you can beat me in this game."
Forget the
Um,
currency.
I don't remember, but I didn't want to like insult, so I'm just gonna
I'm
make
not
up.
sure if it was yen or not,
I
but
wanted to
yeah.
say yeah, but I wasn't sure. But let's say just if it took place in America, right? Just for my telling,
Sure, go on.
because I'm stupid. Um, they'll be like, "Let's play this game. If I win, I'll give you $1,000." And they go, "Well, what do I get if I win?" He goes, "I get to slap you." So basically, they're at this airport in the train station, terminal, whatever. And the guy comes up to him. He's like, "Hey, you want to do this?" He's like, "Sure." So they're playing the game. He keeps getting slapped, and he finally wins and gets $1,000. And then they're like, "If you want to keep making money like this, here's my card. Give it a call." So that's basically how he got recruited into the Squid Game. So towards the end, he wins. Blah blah blah. Going to go see his daughter. Blah blah blah. And he notices the same guy who recruited him doing it to another person, and he sees him give him the card. So he's about to get on the plane, like he's going down. So if you ever been on the plane, you know there's a door. You enter the door, and you go like that long hallway to get to the actual plane. So he's down that long hallway, and he just stops and turns around and to like go, and it's just like, bro, you
And so
go see your daughter.
when that happened, what I did was I stood up, and because we were on the couch, and I stood up and I said, "Nope, I'm done," and I just walked to the
Yeah.
bathroom. Oh, I no, no, because like,
Oh,
look, it makes sense because what Amanda said in the moment, because like I said, she didn't react like how she just did now. In the moment, what she said, like, well, this makes sense for season two. I'm like, yeah, but
yeah. It,
like, I
but
wish he went to go see his daughter and then he came back to do that.
I know.
But
And then
obviously, it wouldn't work out because obviously, if they're recruiting now, that means the Squid Games is gonna start soon, like any minute.
yeah.
So
And then
he
it was like just weird because the whole
well, hold on.
time,
One more thing I want to say is,
yeah,
what does he think he's gonna do if he stays?
exactly.
As I said, what are you gonna do?
He doesn't. Well, the thing was, he also called because he like stole the card from the person, I think, and he called
And
the
he
number,
called.
and they were like, "Stay out of this. You have your money. Go away." Basically, that kind of idea. And he was like, "I'm coming for you,
You
bitches."
see how easily they killed people. Like,
I
what do you
know.
think you're gonna do? No, the
And
police didn't believe you.
yeah,
Well, then again, because the undercover cop did make that call, and the guy on the phone did not really like believe
but
him.
yeah, but
But
then
like,
it's been
he goes
over a year.
missing. It's been over. Yeah, I know it's been over a year, but he technically went missing.
Yeah, I just, and then
But
like
we,
it broke my heart in the end too.
yeah,
Because ever when you get when they first get into the actual like I guess housing of the Squid Game, like where all the buds are, you are introduced to player number one, Old Man Jenkins, as I like to call him. And since then, I was like, I love this old man. He better make it. Like, he's such a sweetheart. And then you find out he's behind the whole thing. And I'm like, this motherfucker. And I was crying when he died. And I'm like, this
thought he
motherfucker
died.
thought he died. Yeah. The first time I thought he died, like in the game, I
Because I
literally
was like,
cried.
yeah,
I was so sad. And then when he went to go meet him towards the end, I was like, this fucking bitch was behind the whole thing.
it's just, and also like looking back on it now, it kind of makes sense when you think back to that scene, because like he did say like the whatever the brain tumor was real, but
Yeah.
like how I think he purposely was playing dumb in the marbles
Yeah.
game. And then at the end he was just like, you don't trick your friend or whatever.
Yes.
But like he said that because he's like, I don't care, I'm not gonna actually die. But he wanted to
Yeah.
like fuck with him mentally. And then the fact that like they didn't show him get shot in the head on screen because
Yeah.
you saw
They
everyone
showed
else's
everyone. Yeah. I was thinking the exact same thing you were just
you
saying.
saw
Like,
everyone else's partner
yep.
that like from the main character crew that we cared about.
Oh
Well, you
my
don't really care
god.
about the other Asian, not Asian. I'm sorry, they're all Asian. But I
No, the
meant like
Indian dude.
I
Oh
mean
my
Indian's also
god.
Asian. But what I meant was
Wait,
the
what?
girl. Yeah, if you're India is part of Asia,
Is it?
I believe so. But anyway,
Huh.
um, I meant the girl that
Oh, the
whatever. I don't
whore.
remember. I the other thing like their names. I'm sorry, like I just don't
They
know their
went by
names.
like player, but you're talking about the whore one, right? With
The
the
horror one.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the marbles game. Remember the two girls?
Oh yeah. That was sad.
Like, but still, I didn't really care about the one that died too much. But like, we saw her get killed. The
Yeah.
Indian guy, I really like.
Oh
I
my
really liked
god, my
him.
heart hurt
I
for
really
him.
liked him, and I knew the minute that he was like trying to find a way to weasel out of it. The guy with the glasses, whatever his name
Oh.
was. I'm like, when I found the way he was trying to when I found out he was trying to weasel out of it, I knew he was fucking with them.
Oh,
I
I
knew
was
it.
crying there too. I was like, "Oh my god,
But
that
the
was
thing is, actually,
because
to
he
be
had a
fair,
family. He had a wife and he had a child. And this
yeah.
motherfucker was being a greedy ass bitch. It was like, "Oh, fuck your family. I got bills I got to pay."
Well, he claimed he also lied to them and said he had a family, but
Yeah.
he didn't have a wife or kids. But
I
the
I know.
thing that's funny is not funny, but the thing that I also realized is actually with him when he died, you didn't actually see him get shot. Like you saw the gun get pulled up to his head, but then like they switched
Yeah.
back to the other dude and you heard the gunshot. So
That
you
was
actually didn't
sad.
see him get killed, but we know he died.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Old Man, we didn't actually we didn't see him get killed. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they did that on purpose, not to show the Indian guy getting killed, because again, him and the old man were technically part of that original group. So by
Yeah.
showing both of them not dying, it didn't raise any suspicions at the
Mhm.
time. Because let's say you saw everyone that we cared about get shot except the old man, then you would have been
Yeah.
like, why didn't they show that? But at the same time, I was like in my head like, please don't show the old man getting killed. I don't want to see an
I know.
old
I didn't want to
man
see
getting
it.
shot in the head.
Oh my god.
Um, in, but and then like, oh, thank God they didn't show me. But there was a bigger reason why. It wasn't
Yeah.
because they did it for my sake. They did it because he was
Uh,
actually the host
yeah.
of that
Which is
location. But
insane.
actually, that's what's also insane. Remember, he is the host of this location, and those other people came.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
must and those guys actually, because we were able to see their mouths. We were watching the English dub of the show.
Mhm.
Those guys that were there, some of them were English speaking. I saw their mouths. They were mouthing the words that they were saying.
Yeah.
And part of me makes me believe that like these are people from different countries and they probably also have their own version of the similar game. So
Yeah.
this time it happened to be hosted by the old man. But well, now the old man's
Well,
dead,
I
so I don't
don't
know.
know if that they were necessarily like hosting him. I think he was the main host
He's the
because it's all
host.
his idea. But I think they were funding it.
No, but well, maybe, but he definitely was the host
No, no, I
because
definitely know he was the host, the old man. But I'm
well,
saying all
you said
the
I
other
wasn't. You just said I don't think he was hosting, and
the
then now you're
other
saying he was.
people.
I didn't. Well, the other people weren't hosting this event.
No, no, but I'm saying I don't think there's other Squid Games like in different countries. I think it's just one. The old man was hosting it, but the all the other guys just happen to be like wealthy
I
guys
don't necessarily.
who.
I mean, okay. I mean, you're probably gonna go against what I'm saying, but you just said I don't think they host other Squid Games. I don't think they host other Squid Games either. I think they host their own version of something similar that's like gory. But I could be
Mm,
wrong. Maybe you're right that they're just investors and that's it.
yeah,
But the fact that they all wear those gold masks, because even the old man had a gold mask,
yeah,
makes me feel like they all have different like events that are
maybe.
I don't know.
It was also weird he brought the undercover agent into a room to suck him off. That was weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
old
he
man.
didn't, but like, ugh.
I thought he was about to.
He was like about to, but then he like grabbed his balls or something and squished them.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
That reaction. But
You know what I
yeah.
find funny about that? He had that happen to him, right? But then like remember that after that scene was then it was like the final scene, right?
Yeah.
The Squid Game, and all the other investors were there watching. But I wonder what happened to him. Like he didn't even get to watch the final thing
I think
happen.
did he kill him? Or
No,
I
I
thought
think he
he
was not.
did.
I thought he was unconscious.
I thought they killed him because because the one guy went to check up on him and I think he
I
was
thought he was just
dead.
unconscious.
I think he killed him.
I don't know.
Either way, they found him, but um
But I love how the other investors weren't like concerned that could happen to them. Like, oh,
yeah.
where did that other guy go? Oh, whatever.
And then like the undercover agent, because he was there looking for his brother, and then the brother was like the big bad dude that was like not really hosting it, but like he was kind of
He
like
was
giving the
the
directions.
I think he was considered the game maker.
Yeah, like that.
That's crazy to me when you found out that he, which was the
I had
undercover
a feeling
cops.
it was though. Like,
I started getting the feeling when they started chasing.
yeah,
Um, but I find it crazy that he was a contestant and he won.
yeah,
And then for some reason, this twisted game made him want to stay on the island and work his way up.
yeah,
Like I don't know if he immediately got that position or like maybe once again maybe the old man was playing with them and maybe the old man liked him so much he just promoted him. I don't know.
yeah. Um, Something interesting. But then that also raises the question: Is why did the old man want to be in this specific
I think cuz he knew
round
he
of
was
games?
I think cuz he knew he was dying.
Maybe.
Because he said the tumor on my brain, like the brain tumor, is real when he was dying in the
Yeah.
hospital. So he probably knew, like, I don't have much time left. And he said it's not as fun like been doing this for years. So it's not as fun watching. It's more fun playing.
And you know what? It's actually kind of like ironic that he got. I think it was planned for him to get out at the marbles because after that was the glass, right?
Yeah, he probably couldn't jump.
Yeah. So it makes sense for.
Well, yeah, because like technically he really could have died there.
Yeah.
Because like they could have, like, all the other games they could have fudged. Like,
Yeah.
you probably could have programmed the thing in the first round not to kill him. You probably could have programmed, not programmed. The guards probably would have let him get away with the cutout cookie or the sugar
Yeah.
thing. The tug of war, I don't know, but like they got lucky with that.
Well, it was all him too. He knew the.
Well, yeah, he knew what to do. But
That
then
was
again,
also
remember the
hmm,
guy, whatever his name is, the guy that we don't like with the glasses. He ended up
yeah,
coming up with a strategy at the end to save him.
that's true.
But what if he didn't come up with that? They would have lost.
Yeah.
Or unless like it's possible that the guards would have done something like to say timeout or something. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know what would have happened. And then yeah, the marbles make sense. I mean, because after that, the glass. Like, could you imagine him
Yeah.
jumping? Like, as if he was like
Oh
anywhere in the
man.
beginning,
Yeah.
like he would have definitely died because like he unless he would have been told ahead of time which ones are uh correct.
Yeah.
But again, with him having the tumor, I don't know how much he would actually remember. And
Yeah.
also with the I mean, unless like what he would have done was purposely pick the last one. But
Mhm.
again, I wonder with his logic, like I'm number one, I pick number one.
Yeah. But like what's also what was with like the organs? Like the organ
Oh well,
selling.
that was a side thing though. Obviously, that
That was
wasn't
just
supposed to.
yeah,
That
like
was just
I
a side
just
hustle that they were those other guys were doing.
yeah, which is I don't know. But then like what really I think stuck out to me the most was obviously if you've seen it when they die they bring out coffins in the shape of like gift boxes. So they have like a little bow on top. But if you're like quote unquote are eliminated and you're not actually dead, they will burn you alive in those
I don't think
boxes.
I don't think some of them even knew that you were still alive.
Well, no, they knew the one guy was alive because he put his hand out of the
Oh, and
box
then
and
they
they
push him.
slapped his hand in and closed the box and put him in the.
Well,
I was like, oh,
Are we sure
yes.
that that guy got burned though? Because what if he was one of the first people to get his organs harvested? Because he was still kind of alive.
No, I think they definitely took the dead people for that. People
No.
who are already dead.
Well, but remember they wanted someone who was just freshly dead. So like that guy would make more sense because he was barely alive, and
I
then
don't
like
know.
they would kill him and then harvest the organs right after
Either
killing.
way, it wasn't great. No, because I remember for a fact that they showed him go in and like burn.
Because remember how okay? Because
Not
remember how it worked though. They showed later on in the
it
one
opens
of the
it.
episodes. It opens first and then the flame goes, so
No,
the
they definitely
coffin
showed the
drops.
box. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let me look. Let me go to YouTube real quick.
Okay. I mean,
Because now I'm curious. Squid Game guy burned businessman. No, guy burned alive.
you're just gonna get some like reenactment.
Oh yeah, first thing that comes up Saturday Night Live Squid Game SNL, and I see fucking Pete Davidson.
Nice.
Is it? Oh, this is the tug of war. I don't care. I want to see. Is this? Where's the guy's hand where he pops out?
I'm pretty
Um,
sure it was after the red light, green light.
was that after red light, green light?
I think so.
And here's the gift boxes. I don't know. They're
Or just
pulling
be like, maybe type in like guy still alive in coffin
guy.
scene.
Maybe alive in burrito.
Burrito.
Ali's dead body. No, what? Every death scene kill count. It wasn't Ali. That's the Indian guy. No, it wasn't him. Yeah, that was nice watching his dead body get burned. Don't know. I'm kidding. Man, now I'm curious. Why are they showing Allie's death scene? This is sad. Terrifying
Yeah.
moment. Corpse waves from inside coffin.
Oh,
Ew!
that
I hate that. Oh, oh my god! I actually. Oh, why am I still watching it? Oh, that's horrible.
was
So,
that
oh no, it's
that.
like a real thing. Oh, oh my god, I'm cringing. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, so it's like, ugh,
So
ugh.
it's not from the show.
No, it's not from a show, but from it's like I'm just seeing the preview. But it's like a woman. It's like an actual like burial, and the coffin's in the ground, and you just see a wave in the in the window. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Ugh. Ugh. My body's literally clenching. Ugh. Ugh. Red light, green
Yeah.
light. You said it was.
I think it was after Red Light, Green Light.
There's just the whole scene of it. Squid Game, red light, green light, song. Uh, Cleanup maybe. Oh no, this is just dead air.
There's
I feel
actually like
bad.
so many theories on people still being alive. People thinking that Allie's still alive. I mean Ollie.
Well, they showed his body being carried
Unless they think that's someone else. I see this clip you're talking about though.
with the waving.
No.
Oh, Squid
Like,
Game breakdown. Squid Game ending explained. I don't need the ending explained. I just want to see if they burned the body. I'm just gonna Google it. Did they burn someone alive in Squid Game?
we're recording a podcast, right?
I know. A guard calmly shoves the hand back in, nails the casket shut, and pushes the contestant into the incinerator to be burned alive. I knew it.
Okay.
That I think at that point, I think that's worse than getting shot in the head. To be honest, just like
But
shoot
like,
me.
how conscious are you even at that point? You're probably like already done for.
I mean, if he's still conscious to like try to get their attention to be like, "Hey, I'm alive,"
Yeah, but
you're
like I
still
feel.
gonna feel that pain of being burned.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you're already pretty much lifeless. Like you're gonna feel the pain, but like you're probably gonna die in the beginning because like you just don't really have. You're
Yeah,
already bleeding out and whatnot. You're probably like already close to dying, and then it's like you get cooked a little bit, and you're, ugh, and then like you're done. I mean,
yeah.
it's still gonna suck, but like you're pretty much already there.
Oh, I think I would rather bleed out than be burned alive.
Bleeding out would last longer though, probably.
But do you know how excruciating being burned alive is?
No, but I know it probably sucks too.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay. Well, it's been over an hour.
Uh,
I think that's a good place to end this episode.
yeah, I'm still creeped out about the waving in the coffin. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
nightmares tonight.
send me that video.
I don't want to watch it, but we can. I'll have to find it again. I'm
It's
sure.
in your YouTube history. You don't even
Well,
have
I
to
didn't
watch
actually
it.
click on it. Is it?
You could check, but you don't have to
Oh,
click on it. You could just right click, share, and send it to me.
all right. Now
But
we'll watch it together. Wizard 101, checking out new cat. Okay, never
stop.
mind. I get excited.
So the thing I was gonna mention before was we're thinking of making every season because this is still considered season one of the podcast.
Yes.
I mean, it probably doesn't make sense to have seasons, but I decided to do it in the beginning, and I'm just gonna stick with it. But we're gonna make seasons have 10 episodes, I think,
Mm-hmm.
or at
Yep.
least this one will. If we decide to come up with more ideas that we want something to happen at the end of a season, then we'll maybe make it longer or whatnot. Like for now, like obviously this is episode 9, and we have one more episode, and we still have the book club thing. Hopefully we'll talk about Misery more in the next podcast. Um, but obviously we didn't finish reading that book at the end of this season. But if we change our minds and we want to like have a whole book finished by the end of the season, then we might have to make more episodes. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, for now 10 episodes per season. So next week should be the season finale. We might have our special guest, Broccoli Man, back on. We'll see if he's available. Yeah, he has some big news, but we won't talk about it now. We'll let
Yes.
him talk about it next week, or whenever we record again, hopefully soon. But yeah, this has been the Knuckleheads podcast, and we hope you've enjoyed
Yes. Thank you for watching. Make sure if you're on YouTube to
listening.
subscribe. And oh yeah, well if they're on YouTube, or I guess
Listening.
whatever. If you're listening and you are on YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you keep up with us on Spotify, and there's one other platform I think we're on, but I can't
No,
remember what
we're
it's
just
called.
on YouTube and Spotify. This is why I'm in charge of uploading and you're not.
Yes. Well, okay. I thought we were on
No. What?
Never mind.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
Bye.